So you did it. You built a fantastic mobile app. And that is a huge achievement. But let's be real. In a world with millions of apps, just building it isn't enough. Getting noticed is the real game. So how do you actually go from having a great product to running a thriving business? Well, we're about to break down a playbook for doing exactly that.
And wow, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? In today's market, having a brilliant app is just the price of entry. It's table stakes. Your real competitive advantage, that deep, wide moat that protects your business, is a marketing engine that consistently and profitably brings in the right users.
So, what do we even mean by mobile app marketing? Look, it's not just running a few ads and hoping for the best. It's the entire journey. It's about getting seen in the app stores, sure, but it's also about driving installs and then, this is the most important part, maximizing that long-term user value or LTV. That's the total revenue you can expect from a single user over their lifetime. That's the number that really matters.
Okay, so here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with the right mindset, then walk through the 3 key phases of app growth. After that, we'll cover what to measure, and we'll wrap it all up with an actionable 90-day plan that you can put to work. First up, beyond the build. This is all about making that mental shift from just shipping features to actually hitting real business goals. So what are those goals? Look, at the end of the day, all your marketing, every single dollar, should be driving these 5 outcomes. We're not just chasing installs. We want quality installs. We want users to have that aha moment fast. We need them to stick around. And, it has to be profitable. Your LTV has to be higher than your cost to get that user. That's how you get a positive return on ad spend, or ROAS. Okay, let's dive into Phase 1, pre-launch prep. This is your groundwork. This is where you build up excitement and demand before your app is even live.
This little diagram really shows the whole journey, right? We're starting right there at the beginning in that critical build intent phase. Seriously, a strong start here makes every other step so much easier. In this checklist, this is your pre-launch homework, and trust me, you don't want to skip it. You're not waiting for launch day to start marketing. You're building an email list now. You're getting crucial feedback from beta testers. You're figuring out your App Store keywords. You're basically loading the cannon so you can launch with some serious momentum.
Okay, the prep work is done. Welcome to the main event, Phase 2, the launch burst. This is all about taking all that potential energy you built up and turning it into a massive splash right out of the gate.
The goal here is simple, and it's brutally focused. We're not worried about long-term profit just yet. This is a short-term blitz. We want to get seen, we want to get those all-important early reviews for social proof, and we want to push a ton of people through our app to see what breaks.
So where's the ad money going? Well, this is a pretty solid playbook. You use each platform for what it's best at. Google is for people who are literally searching for what you do. Meta is amazing for finding new audiences and bringing back people who've shown interest. And TikTok, that's all about discovery with creative that feels real and authentic.
That first week is just an absolute whirlwind. It's an all-out sprint. You're running a big ad burst. You're smartly asking your first happy users for reviews. And you're learning incredibly fast by testing new ad ideas every single day.
Okay, deep breath. The launch fireworks have faded. Now comes the really important part, Phase 3, scaling sustainably. This is about turning that initial burst of energy into a long-term, predictable growth machine.
And this slide, right here, captures the mindset shift perfectly. The launch was a sprint. Scaling, that's a marathon. It's less about those short, intense bursts and way more about building systems, repeatable, data-driven systems that build on themselves over time.
So, what are the gears in this growth machine? Well, it's a whole cycle. You've got your acquisition gears, like always testing new ads and building out organic traffic. Then you have your retention and monetization gears, like smart messaging and testing your prices. And the whole thing is held together by constant analysis to make sure the engine is running smoothly and profitably.
Let's zoom in on lifecycle messaging for a second, because this is where so many apps drop the ball. This is how you talk to people after they've installed your app. Think about it. For a language app, maybe it's a push notification after day 3 saying, "You're on a roll." It's all about sending the right message at the right time to keep people engaged and moving forward. Now, with all these gears turning, how do you know if any of this is actually working? Well, that brings us to measuring what matters, because you just can't improve what you don't measure.
Think of this as the dashboard of your car. It's your command center. For acquisition, you're watching your cost per install, your CPI.
For retention, you're looking at what percentage of users come back on day 1, day 7, day 30. And for monetization, you're obsessed with things like average revenue per user, ARPU, and of course, that all-important LTV we talked about.
All right, theory's great, but let's make this real. Let's put everything we've talked about into a plan you can actually use, your 90-day growth plan.
This is your roadmap. It's that simple. The first 30 days are all about getting the foundations right. Month 2, you shift into iteration mode, testing, optimizing, and improving what you've built. And then, by month 3, you're ready to hit the gas and start scaling up.
Okay, as you're getting ready to run with this plan, can I ask you a question? Go look at your ads right now. Are they just a boring list of features? A feature dump? Because if they are, you are probably lighting money on fire. Here's a way better way to do it. A simple 3-step formula. First, show a problem your user recognizes. Then, briefly introduce your app as the hero, the solution. And finally, show them the awesome outcome they get. Problem, product, outcome. It's simple. And man, it works.
And hey, while we're at it, here are a few other landmines to avoid. Don't do a one-size-fits-all onboarding experience. Don't be spammy with push notifications. That's the fastest way to get uninstalled. And please, always have discipline with your ad spend. Know your payback window.
So, let's end with this one big question. It's really the only one that matters. Is your app just built, or is it truly built to grow? Because having the systems, the processes, and the mindset to grow, that's the difference between an app that exists and an app that wins.